Here's another awesome exam question from prettygoodprep.com. It's for an integral calc course. This is the second last question on the final, so this one is pretty tough. And here's how you know if you're ready for the exam. If you can do this exercise, I'm going to give this one 10 minutes. So you have 10 minutes to complete this exercise with no help, no calculators, no AI, nothing. If you can do it in 10 minutes, under 10 minutes, and get the perfect answer, then I would say you're exam ready for this question. But until then, you got more work to do. You got more practice to do. That's why you spend time at prettygoodprep.com. Get more practice. So determine if this series converges or diverges using the integral test. Show that the conditions of the test are met, and evaluate the required improper integral using partial fractions. So, you gotta know your partial fractions for this one as well. And obviously they're testing your knowledge of the actual integral test because they say show that the conditions are met. So part of the solution, that's the first thing that we have to do. What are the conditions? Continuous, positive, decreasing. So we have to show that these are eventually true. So our function f at x is this one, 1 over x squared minus 1. And so that's what we're going to be evaluating for all three of these tests. I won't go into full details here. You can pause, and there's a carousel that comes up as the next post on Instagram and TikTok that's going to have all these details. So you don't have to follow them here. I just want to give you an overview of what's going to happen here. Okay, the next step is to evaluate the improper integral using partial fractions. Right, okay, so we got to remember how to use partial fractions. Definitely on an integral calc exam, you definitely have to know how to use partial fractions. That's one of your 4 methods for integrating. So here's our fraction, and then we want to split it up into a over this and b over this. And then we have to do a little bit of math to find out what is our a value going to be and what is our b value going to be. So this takes some time, right? You got to be quick on these. If you're not quick on these, you're going to drain your time. You're going to leak time on these questions when you don't need to, because these aren't trick questions. It's just you need practice beforehand, right? Because you got to be quick. And then you got to do the integration using the partial fraction substitution, which is here. Step 3, now you have to evaluate. It's an integral at infinity, so you have to do the limit of a constant as that constant approaches infinity. You do this, again, just glossing over this, the full solution's coming up in another post, and you get this value. So that was it, but you can see it's quite a bit of work actually, right? Like you have to be practiced in these things to be able to make it under 10 minutes on these questions. So you got to hit the gym, you got to hit the practice gym, the math gym, and make sure you've done several practice questions before your exam, so you don't take more time than you need to. All right, have good practice. Go to prettygoodprep.com. Check out all the free stuff there. Hope you enjoy.